Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event. So you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift Worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift Worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift Worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, typical, I'm late, but there's the My Run. Fingers crossed we're all right. We'll be just a little bit late starting. They're all off. Let's go. Right, welcome to Wednesday workout. We're running Group C tonight. Only 8 kilometres, but I did do 20 miles this morning, so that is why I am doing Group C, because I didn't think I could manage Group A tonight. It's a bit fast for somebody who's just done 20 miles this morning with Victoria, part of our marathon training for Paris. Tina's with us in Group C tonight. Sam Holness in Group A. Who else have we got? Sebastian Voigt in Group B. Andrew Cutmore in Group B. Right, let me catch Tina up. I'm going to run with Tina. So we've got 8k to do, 5:30 on a Wednesday evening. On the south coast of the UK, it's been a lovely sunny day, a bit windy, one slight drop of rain at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Other than that, it's been beautiful. John Heaton, hello. Paul Haywood, hello. Anna, hello to you. And Tina says hello everybody as well. So if you've got any questions, if you're new here and you've never seen this stream before, ask away. If you've never seen Zwift before, ask away. Hopefully not going overly quick tonight, so I shouldn't be too out of breath. My legs are a bit achy, but should be okay to answer any questions you've got about Zwift or about anything. So I think I've just caught up now with Tina. She's just ahead of me. We have 8 kilometres to do. You can see top left there. I wonder if my buttons work. Hang on a sec. Oh no, typical, they don't work. Just got a static shock. Whenever I get a static shock, the buttons die. So I can't show you what I wanted to show you. Oh no, maybe I can. Hang on. Yeah, there we are. So those are the Zwifters taking part today. That's a map of the course that we're running on. Pace up there, and the distance up there, and the time up there. And that's my level in the game, level 21. That's the required speed for this section of the run, and that's what I'm actually doing, so you can see they match. Heart rate and cadence. How long to go before the end of the run. There's all the workout details. There's how long to go before the end of the run. And in a minute, the mile and kilometre splits will be there. Along the bottom, you'll start to see a red line, which is my heart rate, and a shaded area, which is the speed that we're going, the pace that we're going. They're just another graphic representation of some of the numbers at the top. So this is Wednesday workout. This is a session that has been running on Zwift since almost the very beginning of Zwift running. Some nearly 5 years now. We've been running on Zwift for nearly 5 years. How about that? So, yeah, Wednesday workout is one of the old workout sessions that we've been doing for years. And it's lost a bit of love over the years as other newer, more exciting events have come along. Fewer people have been doing Wednesday workout. We've got 23 doing it today over the A, B, C and D groups. I'm going to just turn the fan on because I am a little bit hot already. Paul Haywood's got some problems connecting. Sebastian is having a silent run today. Why is that? Why is that? Right, Victoria is... that's... Oh dear. She says it's been a beautiful day because we spent the day together. No, it has been a nice day actually. Been a nice day. We went for a 20-mile run together in the sunshine all the way from here to Brighton and back. So it's about 10 miles into Brighton. And then we went out for a little bite to eat. Not a full meal, just a snack and a drink at a new local cafe on the seafront. Just opened a couple of weeks ago, very near our house. So we went and checked that out. Very expensive. I don't think we'll be going there very often. Tina Beard says, I'll be radio silent. What? Right, hang on a minute. What's all this silence about? Sebastian's having a silent run. Tina Beard will be radio silent. I don't understand. I never understand this lot. crazy bunch. Lucifer from Germany is running in Group C with us. Tillung from Norway and Roman from Norway are also running in Group C. As I said, Andrew Cutmore and Tilt are in Group B with Sebastian Vogt. Who is Tilt? Let me have a look at Tilt. Oh, right, Tina Beard says I can't type over 10 kilometres an hour. Right, well, you've got a little way to go. We're still only at 8.5 kilometres an hour. So you've got plenty of typing time. Plenty of typing time. All right, Matthew Tilt. Matthew Tilt is in Group B. Aged 52. And he is a level, I think that says level 11 runner. Level 11, 360 kilometres run on Zwift. So welcome along, Matthew. Okay, we're coming to the end of the warm-up, so that's 1 kilometre warm-up. And now we're going to get into the session. Starting off with a couple of 100-metre strides. So Group C are going to do 100 metres at 11.7 kilometres per hour. And everyone in Group C does the same pace. So this is not one of those workouts that's built to your own personal specification, your own paces. Everyone in Group C does the same speed. So here we go. 11.7 for 100 metres. And you can see each archway just up ahead. That's where we finish that section of the run. So 100 metres to the arch, and then we slow down again. Sebastian Bott is radio silent because of the workout pace as well. Okay, no worries. And there we are, there's 100 metres done, and we set it back down to 8.4. Paul Hayward was having connection problems, and he's just said, I must remember to turn Ant Plus on before turning the computer on. Okay. It's always user error, isn't it, Paul? Almost always user error. Paul Hayward is with us in Group C, just behind Weber from France there, who's in Group A. So Paul Hayward is now with us. So 400 metres recovery, and then we'll do that 100 metre stride again. You can call them strides or reps. Normally you call them strides because when you warm up before the main part of an event. So we're kind of still in the warm up before we get to the main section of the run. Kim Salt says, is this the vomit workout? Well, it would be, Kim, if I was doing Group A tonight, but I've bottled it and I'm doing Group C with Tina and Paul Hayward, because I did do 20 miles this morning, so my legs are a little bit shot. So I'm quite happy to showcase Group C for you today. Paul Hayward says, good evening, everyone. He's a kilometre behind the rest of us because he's had some connection problems, so he's just joined us. So the fan is helping a lot now that I've got it on, as it is humid inside the shed this evening. Coming to the end of September, but we're still quite warm here in the UK. Not summer temperatures, but warm enough. Alright, here we go with another 100 metres at 11.7. And you see the game gives you instructions. It tells you to set your treadmill to 11.7. And you can also read it on the left-hand side of the screen. It says 2 of 2, 100 metres at 11.7. And there we are. Okay, so I'm now running directly with Tilung and Tina and Lucifer. Garcia just ahead. Although it looks like Garcia isn't actually in the workout. There's Paul Hayward just coming up behind as well. So you can see we're on 0% incline there, and 8.4 is my speed just there. 1.7 kilometres done. So next up, we move to the next section of the workout. 4 times 600 metres at 11 kilometres an hour. So 4 times 600 at 11 kilometres an hour. With 400 metre rests at 10.3. So not much slower. Not much slower. So this is where it gets tough. It's basically just, and then you see after that you have 1 times 600 a little bit quicker. So it's basically 5k now at a fairly speedy pace. Certainly if you are a Group C runner, this is where you are going to do your work. Camera 4, hello. Yeah, Sebastian, I didn't fancy Group B or Group A or Group B tonight. Paul Hayward says he's out of sync with the instructions. Yeah, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? It's happened to me before as well, Paul. You can either go with the runners around you, but you won't get all the stars for your run, or you stick to the instructions on screen for you, but that means you won't run with us. Okay, here we go then. So we're going to go up to 11 kilometres now and stay there for 600 metres now. Here we go. Phil Trigg says, are these under-overs? Yes, kind of, just about, I think. So the top speed of the workout should be just over your lactate threshold, and the recovery should be just under, but it's not going to be much. And by the time you get further into the workout, your heart rate won't come down much at all. So, everyone from Group C on the screen now there. Tilung, myself, Tina Beard, Roman, Lucifer and Paul Hayward, all running in Group C. You can see there, if you just look under the map, you can see all of our names listed. And there's all the Group B runners just appeared as well. 200 metres to go. Welcome if you're just joining me on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. Hello, my name's Stephen. We're doing Wednesday workout live on Zwift. All the instructions are given on screen for you. This makes your treadmill training a lot more enjoyable. So, coming to the end of the first one now, 70 metres left. I'm getting a lot of static shocks tonight.
Giving my dad a ride on.
So, active recovery. Slightly slower, but not much slower. Should bring the heart rate down a tiny bit at the beginning here. I did have Zwift crash on me yesterday, and it did crash on me as I was loading it up earlier on. So I'm hoping we don't have another crash during the session. ...200 metres and then we start again at 11 kph. And we have about half an hour left of the workout. And just over 5k to go. Wednesday workout. On a Wednesday evening here in the UK. Right, here we go again. Speed up to 11. Back on it, concentrate on good form, it says. 3 kilometres done, 5 to go. You'll notice my heart rate, I don't think it came down very much at all actually in that little 400 metre recovery, so it may well be that it's not really under overs for me at all. It might be for the guys who regularly do Group C, because their heart rates will be higher, and it's likely that it will come down more. I don't know how much my run this morning is affecting my heart rate tonight. Probably a little bit. Paul Hayward got his star. Yeah, that's another thing about workouts. So if you complete a structured workout correctly, or a section of a structured workout correctly, you get a star. And the idea is that you earn all your stars. Anna says, I checked Group D and it's still too fast for me. Maybe it's for the best since I saw what this workout does to you. Yeah, when you do the full workout at its most extreme, so if I was to be in Group A tonight, it is arguably it's the toughest workout on Zwift, but now that we have Ryan Downey's breaking point on a Friday, that could probably challenge Wednesday workout for being the toughest workout on Zwift. 100 metres to go. And then we can slow down a tiny little bit. And there we are, through. "400 metres, active recovery. 2 of 4. And we're getting near to halfway through the session now, both in terms of time and distance. Santiago, hello. Santiago says, ride on, Stephen. Paul Scunthorpe says, great running, guys. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Santiago. Loads of static electricity tonight. Every time I touch my buttons, I'm getting a static shock. 100 metres left, and then we go again. In terms of time, we are over halfway now. In terms of distance, very, very nearly. Clive Finnemore, good evening. Captain Finnemore. Right, 4 kilometres done, 4 kilometres to go. Here we go with the next set. 11 kilometres an hour for Group C. Wednesday workout, here we go. Clive is now thinking, why has Stephen wimped out and done Group C? I did 20 miles with Victoria this morning. I was down for Group A, and I just thought, do you know what, 20 miles in the legs, going for a fast interval session is not a good idea. So we'll do a fast session either tomorrow or Friday. And crew, yes, so we've got Tina Beard, we've got Lucifer, we've got Paul Hayward and Tillon, all running with us in Group C tonight. And we're now running through the volcano, through the middle of the volcano. This volcano has not erupted in the 5 years that we've been running on Zwift. So we're very grateful for that, because we would all be toast. Well, more than toast. We'd be ash, basically, if this volcano erupted. That's an ultra running story for you. There is a race. With just a couple of weeks to go before the race, you may have seen in the news, the volcano on the island of La Palma has erupted. So, I still don't know whether the race is actually happening or not. Because the volcano itself, the lava flow isn't really near the race route. However, there's a lot of ash and toxic gas, so my guess is they'll call the race off, but who knows. Go and look at Transvolcania in La Palma. I've done that race 3 times. It is a stupendous race, amazing views, amazing support around the course from the whole island. Lovely race to go and do. Nice little island for a holiday in the Canaries as well, because it's not as touristy as the other Canary Islands. 100 metres to go, and then we slow down again. And there we go, just slow down again for a 400 metre recovery. Heart rate maybe come down a little bit. Well done Tina, well done Paul, well done Lucifer, and Toulon in Group C. Keep it going, guys. Oh, my mic's gone strange. Oh, right, okay, hang on. Oh dear. Right, are we on? That should be better now. Let me know if that microphone has improved. I think I've shorted it out, basically. Oh, 11 again. Last one of the threshold. Let me know if the mic is better now. Audio good now, says John. Thank you very much. So, all this static electricity that I'm getting Basically, sometimes it shorts things out and the microphone is usually the first one to go. Thanks for letting me know, guys. So you shouldn't be able to hear my treadmill now. It does squeak these days, a little bit more than it used to. So this is the last one of this set. We've got less than 3k to go of Wednesday workout. 2k to go of hard work and 1k of cool down. Oh dear. Yeah, constant short outs now on the... I don't think I'm going to touch my buttons anymore. It's just constantly shorting everything out. 15 minutes to go. So we've left the volcano, heading back over towards the Italian village. And just over 200 meters to go before our recovery. And then we'll have one more set to do, which is a little bit quicker. Nearly fell off the treadmill. 100 meters. And down we go again. It says sorry, but we're not done yet. One more to go, a little bit quicker. Right, I'm just going to drop some ride-ons to these guys. While we're in recovery. Well done, Andrew Cutmore. Well done, Sebastian. Well done, Matthew. Okay, there we go. Done my duty, dropped my ride-ons. And we have 1k, just over 1k of hard work left to do for Group C on Wednesday Workout Live here on Zwift, on the Zwift Run Live channel on YouTube, on the Film My Run channel on Facebook, and on the Zwift Run Live channel on Twitch. Join us almost every day during the week for live running on Zwift. Tomorrow morning, 11:35, we have the Film My Run 500. If you want to climb 500 metres on Zwift with your treadmill set at 12%, Come and join me tomorrow morning, 11:35 UK time, 12:35 Central European time. Very early in the morning on the east coast of America. And then we'll do something tomorrow evening as well. But here we are with the last kilometre now of hard work, and then we've got a kilometre of cool down. Keep at it, guys. Well done, everybody. 600 metres at this pace. Just keep it going. Keep pushing. Six kilometres done. 2 to go. .400 metres to go. Less than 10 minutes left of this workout, guys. There we are, 11.4 on the treadmill. I don't have any incline on, 0% incline. I'm not a believer in the 1% rule. Treadmill running, as far as I'm concerned, is hard enough as it is without sticking another 1% on. Come on, Tina, keep it up. Paul, come on. We've got this. Well done, guys.
For giving my dad a ride on.
Maybe I should wear a plastic glove so I can push the buttons without static electricity. Anna, yes, I've got the Enator soles in my shoes right now. Love them to pieces. So good. So good at keeping injury at bay and making your legs recover quicker after a run. Fantastic, I love them. And there we are, we can slow down a little bit now. Stephen Smith, hello, good evening to you, buddy. Hope you're well. We have 7.5 minutes left of Wednesday workout. Group C, enjoyed it, 40 minutes done. So it's going to be about 47, 48 minutes in total, 8 kilometres. And that'll make a nice round 40 kilometres for the day, 32 kilometres this morning with Mrs. C, and 8 this evening. 7 minutes left. Jeff, hello Jeff Partridge, good evening to you. Where have you been, buddy? We're nearly finished. How's the fire in the house going? Yes, I remember you saying Jeff had a comedy incident with the Hoover. And he's now pulled a muscle. Mind you, not so much comedy really, because you nearly set fire to the house, didn't you? Right, we're nearly here to cool down. That was oh, I nearly thought Zwift was going to crash on me then. Just froze for a second, didn't it? You see that? Seven kilometres done, 1 to go. But we're going to slow it right down now. Recovery mode. Here we come. Jeff Partridge says Planter for Shite is also playing up. Need a discount code for those insoles. In all seriousness, Jeff, I will try and get you one. I may be able to. Although I'm not an official ambassador for Enitors. I do know the marketing lady, so I'll see what I can do. Kai Finimo says this tapering thing is reducing my mileage. I feel like a caged animal. It always happens. Taper is horrible. Any runner who likes to get out there and run, tapering can be awful, but you have to stick to it. It will do you good in the long run. On the race, you will be glad of it. Stick to your taper. You can still do fast sessions, just reduce the mileage. So if you're used to doing 40 miles a week, your taper should be 20 miles a week. If you're used to doing 100 kilometres a week, your taper should be down to 50 kilometres 2 weeks before the race. Still do fast 5Ks, but no long runs and much reduced volume for the last 2 weeks before your race. So just chilling out now. The last 700 metres of Wednesday workout in Group C. And Zwift is playing up on my PC. It's been crashing and it keeps freezing like that. Did you see that freeze then? It keeps freezing momentarily, and I have had 2 or 3 crashes over the past couple of days. So something's up. And I haven't worked out what it is yet. Something is up. Thank you for the ride-ons. I'm trying to avoid pushing my buttons because we've had so much static electricity tonight. I can use my phone. There we go, that'll do. Anna says, well done, everyone. Four minutes left and we'll be done. Heart rate coming down. Well done, Tina. Well done, Paul. Well done, Lucifer from Germany. Good session, good work, and we're nearly done. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift Running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod, like the Zwift Pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. Yeah, we've just realised, of course, Paul started late. So Paul actually still has another 1.5 kilometres of the workout to go. Unlucky, Paul. That didn't sound very empathetic, did it? Clive has the Centurion Autumn 100 race in 2 weeks' time. He needs to do that so he can qualify for the Arc of Attrition race. Clive, is that the Arc 50 or the Arc 100? Stephen Smith says, well done all. We have 200 metres left of Wednesday workout. One minute to go and we are done. Tina Beard won't be at the 500 tomorrow having my hair cut. That's a great excuse, Tina. I believe you, thousands wouldn't. Yeah, no problem, Tina. See you another day. Maybe see you tomorrow evening. 100 metres left. Well done, everyone who took part in Wednesday workout today. Yeah, so don't forget, Wednesday workout done. But tomorrow, we're back on it again, 11:35 UK time, film my run 500. 4.2 kilometres of distance, 500 metres of climbing, at 12% on your treadmill. If you're interested, sign up in the Zwift companion app. Clive says, well done runners, here we are, just coming up to the line, just coming up to the arch. And that is us done. Well done everyone. So there we are. Okay, let's just have a look. So tomorrow we go to events and then we scroll down. (11:35 UK time) is the Film My Run 500, 4.2 kilometres. There we go. So you press the little plus sign there, look. You get a little tick, and that tells you that you are in the event. So make sure you get there in time, and we'll run up 500 metres together. Thank you so much everyone for taking part. Well done. We are done here, 8 kilometres completed, and that is it for Wednesday workout. Thank you very much for all your conversation on Facebook and YouTube. Haven't seen anything from Twitch tonight. That's okay. So we'll be back tomorrow. Take care everyone. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye guys.